Welcome to Bonehead Weekly Fun Size. And this week, 1995. There was a good amount of movies that didn't suck, but not necessarily 94. Who wants to go first?
I'll
Wait, did
go
you say
first.
94 or 95?
95. I
Uh,
said it just wasn't quite as good as 94. 94 had all those classic films, but 95 has some good ones. Who?
I got to go with my 95. It was a struggle because there's three just amazing to me, but I got to go with the one to just the pure artistic vision of this was amazing. I got to go with The City of Lost Children by
Damn you, Chad.
Jean-Pierre Jeunet and Marc Caro.
That's the reason why I had my second one pulled up.
Yeah, I it's one of my favorites. I've showed it to my kids, and even though they're not into other movies with a different language, they got absorbed into the City of Lost Children just because of the visuals, the story, the little girl who's, it's about a little girl trying to find her brother. An old crazy man who's stealing children's dreams to maintain his youth, to go back to his youth. I mean, and that's just a very basic description of what this movie is. I mean, there's so much going on. Ron Perlman as the strong man. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, everything about it's beautiful. Um, I could sit here and talk about City of Lost Children for a long time, but because we got such a short time frame, I'm just going to jump to Joe.
I was going to pick the best movie ever made, and when I say that, I actually completely forgot the smart ass thing I was going to say.
Johnny Mnemonic. You were going to
Now,
say Johnny Mnemonic.
I actually love movies about dead kids, so I was going to say Casper, especially with the ones that are murdered. But what I really have to go to is I went to the theater and saw this on a Friday night at Fuga's. I think I had a girlfriend at the time. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure she went with me. And I didn't know anything about the director. I hadn't seen his breakout indie hit. But Desperado, that first 10 minutes of Desperado, Robert Rodriguez, is hard to beat. The whole
Oh, I
bar
know.
scene with Steve Buscemi, actually it's Steve Buscemi, or Buscemi, that's what it is. I've been saying it wrong for 30 years. I didn't know it till the other day. Unfortunately, the movie never quite catches up to that first 10 minutes.
No, but I still think it tells a great story.
It tells a great story. It's a second feature from a guy where you go, oh, that guy's here. He's present and he's going to be here for a while. And Robert Rodriguez is still making movies. He's still directing. If you don't know who he is, Spy Kids, From Dusk Till Dawn, he is still active and very much in the film community. So if you've never seen Desperado, if you don't want to do anything else, watch that first 30 minutes. At least watch it up till the bartender never gets killed.
Honestly, this is not the best movie for me of this year, but it's one that I have to mention. I made a crack about Johnny Mnemonic. I could also go with Virtuosity in these pre-Matrix days for movies that played around with the idea of technology run amok.
Well, that dude was hot off of Lawnmower Man, the director, Brett Leonard, I think.
But I'm actually going to go with one that nobody talks about. I think Chad and I have talked about it a few times. It's not the best movie of the year. It's just got some of the most quotable lines. Nick of Time, Johnny Depp, and Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken has what, a 2 minute monologue where he talks about having to kill his Irish friend. And
Yeah.
that 2 minutes is some of the most quotable. So if you've never seen the movie, that scene, I loved him. I loved him. You know what I did? You killed him. Yeah, I put a bullet in him because the order came down. I loved it. Loved it. I mean, just that entire thing where he tells the story of killing his friend to drive home the point that he has no problem killing this man's daughter is some of the most, I mean, fun's not the right word, but it's Christopher Walken just going full tilt. I don't care. I'm going to kill whoever I want to kill, and you won't stop me unless you do what you're told to do. It's it's not the best movie of the year, but there's times when I literally just quote it.
Just two things about it. One, I actually stayed at the hotel where they shot the most of that films and when I was in Los Angeles. And two, I love the fact that it's one of those movies where it says, okay, you have this time frame to do this job, and the movie is exactly that long. And I
Yep.
love that aspect of it. I
John
love when
Badham directed it.
by the way, my special shout out is Die Hard with a Vengeance. My favorite Die Hard in the entire series. I know one is still amazing, but I love Die Hard with a Vengeance.
This has been Bonehead Weekly Fun Size.